I was gonna say, I'm like, that one got his mouth open. He killing me over there with his mouth open. Like, I'm trying to, Rock, I ain't lying. We're gonna put him on the peak.
What you staring at?
Good old Gator bites, man.
What you staring at? One of these two? I mostly like the little baby ones.
What's the bad thing?
It's like what? Look.
That one? What is it?
Look, hey, they come running up that ramp, I'm hauling ass.
Where's the kisses?
I ain't even lying to you. Look, this thing should be
They got
faster than people think.
They're all like, let me out. They're fighting over the food.
They don't have no food yet.
Where's the kisses?
Uh-oh, my boy right there.
Go to the back of the line.
Oh, look at the biggest one. Wait, which one's the biggest one? Is it that one? They're also, I think it's that one. Yeah, that one's the biggest.
The DJ booth right up there on that rock.
On that rock.
He just gave me a sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Gator sticker.
Look at him.
He fell back in the water for that food.
This Gator was hungry with more pieces there.
If it was a prayer blade. I ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm just saying, don't back up. He probably know he on camera. Are these stickers?
There's so much gators on the rock, they're starting to fall off.
Oh, why he swimming away? Gotta eat. Why he ain't eating? Yeah.
Look, he's smiling for the camera.
I see him. He got my how y'all doing?
Which one? Oh, yeah. Yep, you phone. You can't get up there.
Got to clear my way real quick. Got a few extra little feisty friends, so what a fun time with these guys today.
How did he go?
Okay, so thank y'all for coming out today to Paragon Casino. My name is Josh, and I'll be your speaker. Before we kind of talk about these Gators over here, I want to do a little bit of introduction on myself and the park I actually work for. Because actually, I'm not even from around here. I'm actually originally from Indiana. So that's way far away. No Gators up there, a lot corned up. But up in Indiana, I became a degree in general biology, where I actually started my reptile career. And then after about 4 years of doing that, I came down here and actually started an internship. So that Gator country is pretty college students from all our United States come out and work with us and teach them how to work with the gators, the snakes, the lizards, all the animals on the property that we have over in Gators. And a great time to teach them And it's a really fun time to do so because you, like most places, you won't get an experience working with gators, snakes, and lizards like we do at the park. A lot of hands-on compared to what school does. It just kind of give you a backboard knowledge. So I've been here about 3 years now. Actually a full-time employee, definitely really love it. And Gators love it too right now. Yeah, that's your pricing today. Come on, back up. Now, that is over about an hour and a half away. Yeah, that's your pricing. Since you guys are pretty active, I started showing you anyways. So right now, obviously the Gators are pretty active and we love it this time of year because it's really hot. Gators love the heat, obviously, so they're really active right now. But what happens in the winter time for a normal wild alligator? They actually will not be doing anything at all. Now luckily for these guys at the casino, they have heat all year round, so essentially these guys don't have to worry about the winter. So the Gator what will have to do in the winter time, go to a state of life called brumation. But since what a bear does, or hibernate, but instead of falling asleep in the winter, Gator just shuts their body down. They're essentially on low power mode, kind of how we put our batteries on our phones. That allows the Gator to survive the winter. But the problem is though, having springtime comes around, get a lot more active again. Dogs just starting to eat. They will not eat it all through the winter time. If they do, we actually rot in their stomach and get really sick if we don't want that. Really bad for the alligators. But springtime is plenty hot out and they love it. What also happens in the springtime, another big thing too, it is their mating season. Now folks, I will tell y'all now, that is not my job. That is your job to tell your kids that is. Trust me, I ain't gonna touch that. I'm sure about the Gators doing that anyways for me. But what I will say about it, during the mating season, what a Gator's going to do, at least the males, they're actually going to go through, the males are first going to try to attract the girls. Essentially, they'll put their head in the tail of the water, make great big deep bellowing sounds that attract the girls. The bigger the Gator is, the more attractive they are. This pond right here, we actually have Biggie Smalls. This big old Gator right here. He's the biggest Gator in our pond over here. He's about almost 6 foot or so. He's a pretty good size. And right now, he is just getting to the point where he's going to start mating. Because in the alligator world, it is not an age, it is a size. You guess your face. That they actually will start doing the actual mating. But for otherwise, they parents will not do anything until they get big enough. So we're not towards up at back outside of the Gator. They ain't going to worry about it that point. Well, as you go to the Gator actual park itself, we have a lot of Gators there. They're even way bigger than these guys. So you get a chance to please check this out. Because we have Big Blue, our biggest alligator in the park. He is 13.5 foot long, about 900 pounds. So definitely a big boy. He's definitely a pretty good size. So he will always get his angel lipstick. Always tell which one she is. Got big old pink lips on her. And what he's going to do is do that bellowing sound. Now, after that point, once they get done mating, Dad alligator is not a good father at all. What he's going to do is run off. It's not to help with the kids at all. Trust me, he's not a good father at all. But the mama alligator is a very good mama. Because she's going to take care of the baby. She's very good about that. Because what happens after the dad runs off and does what he wants to do? Mama starts taking a nest. It is super important how she makes that nest. Because the temperature of it can show the sex of the babies. So around 87 degrees and below will get your girls. 93 degrees and higher will get your guys. That's also why I say in the Gator world, guys are hotter. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Because at home, fellas, we got it here. Now, after that point, Mama has that nest all set and ready. It takes 3 to 4 months for match, which is usually around September, August time, maybe October after that as well too. So really soon here, about to have baby alligators around in the ponds and stuff. So please keep your eye out. So she is very protective over her babies. Anything tries to come and attack her babies, she's gonna come defend them. How she knows the babies are in trouble, they'll start chirping. Do not be anywhere near that. Mama's going full force at you, and it's not a fun time between mama and her baby. Trust me. Ask any mama around here. That's no different. Now, after the babies hatch, unlike most reptiles, where they usually just kind of let the babies go on and do their own thing right after the egg, Mama Gator will still take care of the babies even after that. She's a very good mama in that case. Because after the next 6 to 9 months, she'll take care. Usually until about 7, maybe 8 inches long or so. But at that point, they're on their own. Their parents, they full-grown adults, gotta leave pad and go live on their own. But the problem is, at that point, a lot of things will eat a baby gator even at 7, 8 inches long. Now see, if y'all can guess, what do y'all think is the biggest predator to the alligator? Just shout out loud. I can't hear you. I think just shout it. What do you think the biggest predator to the gator is? Your turtles. Your alligator, you were right to say alligator. And other things like turtles, bass, egrets, alligators. But the biggest predator they have out there is another alligator. Because there's a 2-foot rule in the gator world. Every 2 feet, one will eat another. So 10-footer with 8-footer, they eat a 6, 6 a 4, 4, 2. That's why honestly this time here, since we have big old Biggie Smalls right here, he's about 6 foot long, so anything under 4 feet, honestly, he could eat him if he wanted to. Luckily, he's pretty fat, pretty chunky, so he gets fed a lot, so you gotta worry about that too much. But what happens if they get bigger and bigger? Obviously, you gotta worry about less and less. So obviously, about 5-foot gator, you gotta worry about 2 things besides the sit-up form. Little gators, and also humans, especially cages, they love that gator meat. Now, from the gator's life cycle, essentially at that point, they are apex predators, which means they ain't gotta worry about anything. They are currently big top dog of the pond. They don't worry about the size of the before. Humans and gators are that way. Now, when we move to the gator's life cycle, how about the actual gator themselves? Can y'all tell me how many pairs of eyelids y'all think a gator has? How many eyelids y'all think a gator has? I hear 4, 5. Who said 5? You said 5? That's way off. I'm sorry. Okay. And that's a 10? They're not spiders. They're not 10. 6? That's way off. Okay, I'll meet y'all a little lower than that. There you go. 3. They have 3 pairs of eyelids. I'll show my little buddy out here. So you see on Biggie Smalls, very top of the eye, big old eyebrow on it. Because he ain't gonna pluck those eyelids. But those are actually the first pair. They seem to lean a skull and protect the eye when they fight each other. It is super helpful when they fight, especially when they're fighting for the mater territory, because the gators will need to protect. Oh, you do nice. They do need to protect themselves like the giver right there. They have very sharp teeth and they figure out what they're trying to fight. They will actually hurt the eyes if they don't have that protection above them. Then you also see underneath the eyelid, especially on Biggie Small, those big old eyelids. They have a kind of white liner around the eyelid, so if they don't apply that in this morning. Ooh, you do nice. What that really is your second pair of eyelids. Exactly what ours are. Essentially, parents a pair of closers. Allows you to sleep, allows you to wink the eyes when you fall asleep, or if somebody gets on their eye, piece of sand, just like us, they'll wink their eyes and get it out of their eyelid. It is very helpful. But they have a third pair, I wish we had, is called a nictitating membrane, which is essentially just means that big old pair of goggles. Gators have their own built-in pair, which I kind of wish we had, because I gotta go buy Walmart goggles all the time because I lose them. Every time I go swimming, I gotta buy a whole new pair. But gators have their own built-in pair, which luckily here at the casino, it is nice, pretty water. Problem is though, gators in the wild do not have this kind of water. It is a lot murkier, trust me. You've probably seen any kind of waterways, ponds, it's pretty murky. So really gators a lot of times in the wild cannot see too well underneath the water. So gators have adapted, they love that water, helps them hide. Gators you'll see, if I can poke this guy out, you'll see on the cheek of their cheeks, their jaws, a bunch of black dots. Trust me, that's not a proper black shadow. That is not what that is. Really what those are actually sensory pits. Touch sense vibration in the water. So you might have seen me tapping over here or even kind of stomping around the area. The gators can do that. It is very sensitive. That's gator feel to actually feel what's going on around them. It's pretty helpful. So that's why you might see some gators all across the pond come swarming in. They know it's time to feed and they love feeding, trust me. Now alligators as well too. You'll notice there's a big old bumps all across their back. Right over here, these big old bumps. Now with those, can y'all guess what those are called? Can y'all turn the mic down at all? Did you turn the thing down at all? No? Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, hello? That's a little better? There you go, sorry about that. Time stuff and like to work on it. Skaters like to mess with stuff all the time, so you probably on the back messing with it. But the gators, they have these big old bumps all across their back. Can y'all tell me what those are called? Any guesses at all? Armor? That's what they're used for. What is the name of that armor? Spikes, I heard. Any other guesses? Scales? They are a type of scale. So there's a very specific scale that is called a scoot. Or, like you want me, you want to go to college, with the big old word they shove down our throats, you call them an octoderm, which just means bony skin. all across our Gator's back, big old bony plates, which they do use as armor. But these are other things too. Now these guys don't have a lot of sun because they have this nice heat walk to help keep them warm. A Gator in the wild will usually sit on this rock and have to use their back as a solar panel. Because all throughout these bones is blood. That blood heats up and get them energy throughout their day. Just like a solar panel, they absorb and get them energy so that we can have like our fans move, our AC move, or like you want to watch TV or something like that. Gators don't need that. They need to move around and be active. So from this nice cool water, they can be pretty active in that water as well too. Now besides protection or even allowing them to storing energy, there's one of the things those bones can be used for. Not so much for the Gator, it's more for us. We ain't any alligator in this pond, buy those bones. Now, Biggie Smalls right here, 6 foot long. How old do y'all think he is? They're 5 years old, 6 years old, 6 as well. About 10. How about over there? What do y'all think? How old do y'all think Biggie Smalls is right here? 8, 12. By the way, y'all low bond. I'd say Biggie Smalls is close to 15 years old. The Gators, they can grow pretty fast, but it all depends on 3 things how fast a Gator will actually grow. Depends on heat, environment, but also too how much food they're getting. So really, if you're gonna get a lot of food, a lot of heat, they can grow pretty fast. Problem is though, in Louisiana at least, we have a winter time, 3 to 4 months out of the year, a Gator cannot grow at all, which helps us out too. That also tells how old the alligator is because each year of life, they will stop growing and input in their bones their age. So what we can do, we can take one of those off. Now trust me, you don't want to do that. It's not a Lego, it don't just pull off easy. Gotta cut off, gotta put the Gator knocked out for a little bit. So we do not recommend that. So what we'll do with the alligator, we'll take one of those off, send it to the lab, they cut it in half, and they'll count the rings, just like these trees right here. Tells how old the alligator is. It is pretty helpful. So he is about 15 years old, my guess. I don't know exactly how old he is, because also a Gator can be determined. Honestly, like a Gator in Florida that size could be closer to 10 years old. It just depends on how much food they have. Like in Florida, they might have a month where they don't grow at all. But here in Louisiana, they have 3 months. They don't grow as fast as they will in Florida time. Now you might notice as well too, Gators have weird looking feet. That's weird looking toes. Now between the toes though, what is that little kind of skin between the toes? What's between? Can I say it here again? Web feet. You're right when you say web feet. Now with that web feet though, what is it used for? They're paddling, swimming. Who all thinks you use a swimming? Raise your hand up real high. Be high, be proud, because you're wrong now. I'll give y'all that. But really, do not use those feet to paddle with. You'll see the Gators will actually use that giant tail there. It is pretty helpful. So you'll see the Gators, like this one here, going side to side. They're very good swimmers. You'll see them jump out of the water, get the food. They're very good jumpers as well, too. A Gator in the water, it's between 25 and 32 miles an hour, so they're very fast when they want to be. And jump all but 2 feet of the body out of the water as well, too. Now, luckily for me, these guys need a lot more water underneath them to jump out that high, because really, they see these bigger ones, they're getting gross. He's definitely trying. Could really get it almost to my rib cage area if they really wanted to. But luckily, this water's pretty shallow, so they really can't get too high. Plus, they're lazy in general. When you do feeding shows like this, Gators, they don't like being as active they might be in the wild because they're not as aggressive at that point, to be honest. Now, the Gators, well, too, they're even fast on land because of those wet feet. Because a lot of times in the bayous and swamps, Gators have a lot of mud to deal with. Trust me, we deal with mud, we use whatever we got on our feet. So shoes and socks and stuff. Gators, you know, deal with that because obviously they got shoes, flip-flops on, so we ain't got to worry about that. But what Gator does do, help spread out their weight. Even these guys that are over 500 pounds, not on this pond, but at our park, can walk on top of mud as well too. They're very good about that. They got to run on top of that mud as well. They're going between 15 and 22 miles an hour on the mud, so they're very fast when they want to be. Luckily for these guys, they just want the food and go on, so you gotta worry about that here. Now in the wild, Gators, you gotta worry about them honestly. Gators have a big old rat, big old monster. My mama always told me Gators always mean, call those teeth and milk toothbrush. That's not the case though, it's not. Gators what we call stay in your own lane. As long as you're messing with an alligator, it's not gonna mess with you. Gator usually sees you in the wild as one of 3 things usually. They'll either run away, they'll hide, or they'll pop their back up and show themselves off, saying I'm here. That's all I think Gators will see. will actually keep their bodies in the water to hide. So you can stay hidden. Now obviously we can see it, water's pretty clear. But in the wild, a lot more murky water lets the gator hide most of their body. What the gators also do too, there's a few times you might still hear gators attacking them. I'll admit there are times they'll do so because obviously they're very protective of their areas and territory, especially the mama alligator we talked about before. So if mama alligator, say now she only won't mess with you if you get anywhere near her babies. As long as you stay away from her babies, you gotta worry about that. I will say though, she is also the only gator ever actually chasing, so if you were to be chased by her, what is the best way to get away? One zigzag, very common answer. How about any other questions at all? We all think over here. Crawling? You don't want to crawl, trust me, you're way faster than that. How about over here? You want to guess how best way to get away from a gator if they chase you? What do you think, buddy? Well, you better be on splash, picking everybody anywhere near that gator that far. How about over here? Anyone do you think guess way to get away from a gator? No guesses at all? You hear a lot of gator bait, by the way. I won't admit that. So there are two big things people always say the best way to get a gator is the very first one is zigzag. I'll tell you now, do not do that. It's probably one of the worst things you can do besides stop, drop, and roll. Look, you don't want to do that. The problem with zigzag is, look at the gator's eyes, where are they facing? They're not facing up, they're on the top of their head, but they're facing where? Sideways. That's why if you notice when I feed the alligators, I feed them from the side of their head. It's a lot easier for them to feed that way than to feed them in front of them. They have a nice big depth perception, so they can't see too well right in front of them. Now they can't see, it's more the fact of they can't see too well. It's kind of like a blind person trying to read right up close. It doesn't work too well. But the gator can't see too well when you're going left and right. So the gator, they have very good vision to your sides of them. So your parents help the gator out. Plus also too, you're also slowing down as well too. You don't want to be slowing down with an alligator, trust me. Now if you want to see us in action, go to Mythbusters or even on YouTube and look up their gator episode. They actually test this myth out. They got my big old boss race hard doing all gator country. They actually test and see if it really works or not. Trust me, it don't. Gary Sarge only got about 3 steps into the matter and got bent on the leg. Do not recommend zigzag. It does not work out for you or gators or anything around you. Let's say, climb a tree. That's the second most common answer you always get. I will admit gators are not monkeys. They can't get up in that tree, so you can get for a short amount of time. Only problem is, a gator, they can wait you out. They are the best ambush predator out there. The gator can wait 2 years without eating. That's a long time to go up in that tree. I'll be the trip at that point. Now, really the best you do, that's called the buddy system. It's always for a buddy when you're out in the wild. You keep your buddy, you trip them, and keep on running. I'm kidding, please don't do that. Do not trip your buddies. Actually, the best you do is run straight as fast as possible. Because with an alligator, they are very fast, but only for short distances. Because with an alligator, they gas out super fast. So for an alligator, they can really only run from about this tree to about that wall over there, and they'll gas out from that point on and be done for the rest of the day. They're not marathons, they're purely sprinters. As long as the gator gets past that point and keeps on going, you're perfectly fine to be away from them. Trust me. Or even better, please prevent it in the first place. It is very easy to prevent a cat coma. So there's 2 things, like I said before, that should chase you from. Being around her nest, obviously you see a big old pile of leaves, grass, sticks, by bayou, swamp, or any kind of waterway. That is most likely a gator nest. Please stay clear of that. Plus also too, if you see a big old pile of like the baby alligators around in a big old pile around 7 to 8 inches long or so, please don't pick it up. No, please don't mess with gator in general, but especially don't pick up the babies, because they start chirping. No, it's not too far away, and they hear that. They'll come straight for you. The sad part is too, not that gators will always know which ones are babies, so any alligator hears that around them, that is a mom alligator. You could possibly have 2 to 3 alligators chasing at the same time. That does not sound fun to me. Do not recommend that. Now, I will admit there is one other thing.